Welcome to an episode of Herbs to Live By with Dr. Tracy Robinson. It's nice to see you all again. And I do a weekly YouTube channel to present herbs that I enjoy and like to share with you. As some of you know that have been following me for a while on my YouTube channel, and that I am a licensed naturopathic doctor, and I create this channel to share my love of herbs. And you can go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. And there's a whole series on there that I did about the urit, which was the Kemetic name for chakra. And now we're just going to focus on the different organs and what herbs I love and want to share with you that just bring harmony and balance and tonifying to those different organs that we so much need in our lives to live. And so I started with the liver because the liver does so much. It really and takes in a lot and stores, and then it releases and eliminates a lot of our toxins and things from our body. So I thought we would start there. The first herb that I brought to that site was the yellow dock. And today I want to present another herb for that area as well for your liver. And the liver is one of our largest organ bodies. And so the herb that I'm going to talk about today with my handy paper right here is Oregon grape root. And yes, it's got a kind of, so it's like Oregon, and then we have grape, and then a root. But none of that really matters. I think the only thing that matters in that whole thing is the root in its common name. And it is a very loving herb to our liver. It has some properties, as always, different botanical medicine names of properties for it. And one is that it's a cholagogue. And what that means that it stimulates bile flow from the gallbladder. And then it's also a choleritic, and it stimulates a bile in the liver. So it does a lot of stimulating and moving the bile into the liver so they can help remove and eliminate things. It also is called hepatic. And hepatic is the Latin name for hepa is a Latin name for liver. So it acts on the liver as well and stimulating it. And it helps with the production and secretion of bile. It promotes digestion and elimination. And it also clears heat from the liver area. And it regulates the liver function. So it's a very good herb with all these actions that just help balance the liver and tonify the liver and help us eliminate things from the liver. So I enjoy that herb. And the Oregon grape root is its common name. And as always, it has a Latin name. And its Latin name is Mahonia. And it's spelled Mahonia. Mahonia. And so when we think of the Oregon grape root, you're like, what part do we use? Well, that's in the name. We use the root. So we use the root bark, and we also use the stem as well, the bark of the stem. And let me show you what it looks like. So let me put my little paper to the side here so I can show you what it looks like. It kind of reminds you of yellow dock a little bit in that it has more of a yellow tinge to it. And you see that? You see how it looks a little yellow, but it's the bark and the stem of the bark. So it kind of has that root again. So it's very, to me, very deep and healing in and of itself. So I like that about it. And then always we do our taste and smell. And so when I smelled the Oregon grape in its dry form, it just put off a little hint of, like, it might be a little sweet, but, you know, more of the woodsy. When I tasted it, and as always, I have my trusty cup to taste. When it's made in a tea, it just, it's kind of doesn't really have a strong smell to it, but you can tell that it's going to do something, and it's going to have some effect on your body. But when you taste it, it has that bitter that taste to it as well, and kind of astringent, so it's going to dry and pull some things. And with the liver, you know, pulling things in and getting things out, that's going to be very helpful to us. And so it seems like with the liver, I think just like with yellow dock, it has that bitterness with it as well. So it seems to be, right now we got 2 herbs that for the liver that have a bitterness to it. And also, as I said, it's very gentle. So it's not a very, even though it's bitter and it's an astringent, it's a very gentle herb. And it does a mild liver tonic. So it's a good tea to have. You can do 1 teaspoon of the root in a cup of water. Maybe once a week or something, and just kind of to just give your liver some love. Because it's been busy all week, you know, and you just want to give it some re-nourishment and help your body just relax. And so that is the oregano grape root. And I hope that you get a chance to have a cup one day. And if you want to tell me how that worked for you and how it felt, you can always reach out to me at my YouTube channel, which is Dr. Tracy Robinson, and it's CY. And it's by Herbs to Live By. And then you can also reach me by email at intro@healthnaturesway.com. Again, it's intro@healthnaturesway.com. And as always, before I go, let's look at a Anuk, which is the Kemetic word for I am, a positive affirmation to start us on our day and to be with us during the day about who we are and what we have in us. So let's see what we have today. I think I need to shuffle them over here. Okay. Okay. So today our Anuk says, I am. Okay. And then it says, more than a conqueror. So go forth knowing today that you are more than a conqueror, that there's nothing that can stand in your way as you meditate and get yourself at a place of peace, and that everything that you strive to do today will be done. And you just have a wonderful day. Thank you. And before I go in Hotep, which is peace, go in love, which is myrrh, go in health, which is Seneb, and have life, Ankh, Ashe.